was the Kingbuster. It's a king mackerel tournament here in Jacksonville. It's pretty crazy leading up to it. I had to go out of town for work, so the rest of the family did a good job getting everything ready for it. But then Friday night, my plane got delayed twice, so I didn't get home till 2 in the morning. We left to go fishing at 4, so it was a little bit tiring. The plan was to get some bait and kingfish along the beach, where we've kind of done good in the weeks past. The problem is, the week before, there was a big blow. It was pretty rough, didn't get a fish, and afterwards, talking with the charter guys, it seems to have blown the kingfish away.
Yeah, we hit the bait good. We hit it before the sun came up, which is unusual. We've seen a couple of pelicans diving. We were able to mark them on the recorder. I think we went 3 casts. The third cast was the charm. We probably got well over 100 in that third cast. So we were out early as we were headed out east to the southeast hole. The sun was just coming up.
What we were using today, we had a couple reels with 15-pound Seagar fluorocarbon hybrid. I guess a little mix between the two. And the other we had the Moy High Vis Blue, 20-pound. And on both of them we had about a 10-foot, 30-pound fluorocarbon leader, followed by about 18 inches of 40-pound 7-strand wire. I like having some 15 and 20 just in case they're finicky, or just to see what's biting better. Another thing what we did with all the reels is using a Sharpie, a couple different colors. We marked certain distances. That way we would know exactly how far our lines are. And the reason I like to do that is, 1, so it doesn't get tangled, but 2, because a lot of times I'll run a ribbon fish on the downrigger under a pogie. So I want the pogie to be just on top, right basically in front, almost like the ribbon fish is stalking the pogie. We also ground up some wrong chum, using a little wheat grinder, so we had chum. We tried to make sure everything we could control was good to go. We hit a bunch of spots looking for what we liked, because it started out real dirty, which is why we left the beach, and even offshore little ways. It was dirty and there wasn't a lot of bait up top. When we got 20 miles offshore, we found bait. The water was clean, plenty warm, but all we had was a couple sharks, cudas, no kingfish. Yeah, we even saw these, I don't know if they were some sort of bonita or something. There was a feeding frenzy going on. These fish were just tearing it up, jumping, striking. I was thinking, okay, these fish eating other fish might bring in kingfish. Sometimes the kingfish go up under the school and just eat the little pieces. Sometimes they're kind of lazy. So we tried that, but couldn't get anything to hit there.
And we got our first ever.
That's right, we caught an eel. I've never caught an eel before. The eel ate a ribbon fish. The ribbon fish was bigger than the eel. Not sure how that happened, but there you go. You can scratch that off the list. We also had 2 or more. We just followed us like we were at TW 20 miles out. They followed us the whole time.
So here we are in our last few minutes. What is it? 3:15.
Yep.
About 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
10 more minutes, and barring a miraculous strike, then we'd have to get him in the boat quick and run like a banshee getting back in the shore. But
we could do.
Yeah, how far are we? About 10 miles out?
Yeah.
So we got the wind going with us, so we could probably be back in there in 15 minutes, I would say, at the latest.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like they said in Indiana Jones, number 3. The guy says to young Indiana, "You lost, kid. You don't have to like it." Even matching, I look like a professional. Usually that helps. Something that's good about tournaments, if you don't win 2300s, we're gonna race some boats in, and show him who's boss. We beat trips before. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.